What is up, guys? It's Cal, and in this video we're going to be looking at 5 more add-ons that make WoW housing so much easier. Have you ever been diving into housing and thought, well, there's got to be a better way to do this? You're absolutely right. In part 1 of the series, we actually covered some of the must-have add-ons that make decorating and placing housing items way less painful, and today we're taking it a step further. So part 2 in this video, we're going to be showing off 5 more WoW housing add-ons that seriously level up how you build, decorate, and organize your space. Whether you're trying to perfectly align furniture, preview decor faster, or just make the whole housing system feel smoother, at least one of these add-ons is going to change how you decorate. So let's get started. Now the first add-on we're going to be looking at is called Housing Reps. So how to activate Housing Reps once you have it downloaded is you type /H REPS /H reps, and it shows you all of the housing and decor items that are tied to reputation. So we have Classic, BC, Kata, Wrath of the Lich King, and Shadowlands are not on here because as of right now there are no decor items tied to reps in those expansions. If my memory serves me right, the only housing decor item in Wrath besides Professions is in Grizzly Hills. It's an outhouse and it is not tied to rep. And then in Shadowlands it's a what was it again? It's something in Revendreth with Venthyr, but Venthyr renown has nothing to do with it. Anyways, that's all besides the point. A lot of yapping going on. So if we look at like Classic, Ironforge, Stormwind, it shows you what you've purchased, what you have not purchased. We can look at Burning Crusade. I'm missing 2 items from BC, both from Tranquillion, which is a Horde rep. You see the Horde icon there, and then it has these 2 items from the Horde NPC, which is up in Ghostlands, a Sindori Sleeper. And you can control click them, which is really nice as well. And a Sindori Crafter's Forge. And on the right there, you of course see it. Those are from Tranquillion, Exalted, a rep. Just taking a look at a few more. Legion's got a lot of stuff, total of 28. So if this text here was green, like Dreamweavers, if it was green, then that means I would have gotten all of the items. Now there is, I guess, kind of a slight glitch with this, so I can show an example with a Dreamweavers as well as I think Cataclysm, yeah, Wild Hammer Clan. If there are some decor items that are actually sold from multiple NPCs, like I specifically remember the Embellished Dwarven Tome, I do have, you can actually see on the right, it says I've placed it, I have it, I've actually placed it in my house. Then sometimes it will show it as available and not purchased. And now that I'm actually thinking of it, I think that has to do more with the fact that I've actually placed it in my house and it's not in my storage. Maybe not so much to do with the fact that it's actually sold from multiple NPCs, but you know, if I look at like the Embellished Dwarven Tome, for example, I have it. It's right here, Embellished Dwarven Tome. And then on top of all that, you can right click on the let's say Zandalari Empire, for example, and it sets a waypoint. It says waypoint set to Talama, which is the NPC that sells it, which is in Dazar Allure, the Great Seal. So it'll set a waypoint on your map to where that housing vendor is. Super neat add-on, very nifty. You can hide what's completed, so didn't hide much for me. I just have all the classic ones, but yeah, very cool add-on. Now the second add-on is actually a really neat add-on. It's called Housing Music, and how it works is you can type just housing music and you bring up this interface here with every single soundtrack in the game. I'm sure it has every single one. I'm sure all it does is it reads your sound or your music file in your World of Warcraft folder, however that works. But alternatively, you can actually click. The add-on adds this nifty button up here just titled Housing Music, and you can set a music playlist to your house. So the music you're hearing right now, I'll shut up for a second. That's just the normal housing music. I pretty much never play with music on, but that's actually news to me. So you can create a playlist. I just created a playlist called My House. You can set a playlist for your Alliance house as well as your Horde house, and I can add music to my house. So Darnassus intro, let's go ahead and put a plus sign there. That's added to my house now. Let me shut up because this might sound all nostalgic to you. I know it does for me. And then I can add, let's see, Druid Grove. What's this one? Let's add that one. Why not? So I can add multiple. Here's the Ironforge, you know, Ironforge city intro. Add that as well. And it's just playing it as I walk through my house. And it's also kind of cool. I can leave my house. Now, as I leave my house and re-enter my house to kind of show you, it's kind of obvious here. Other people will not be able to hear that music unless they also have the add-on. Because you can actually copy your playlist and then give it to other people who have the add-on. So I walk in, it started just playing the Darnassus intro music. So it's kind of cool. You can do some cool stuff with your house. But yeah, I mean, other people need the add-on for it to really be, I guess, shown off to other people. But you can do it for yourself too. Next add-on. Next add-on is called Better Homes and Decor. So if we just bring up our housing dashboard here, Decor catalog, it adds a whole bunch more interface to this. So it shows you exactly, it shows you every single, you know, decor piece here, obviously, and it shows you where you get them all. So professions like engineering, leatherworking, tailoring, engineering, alchemy, tailoring, from quests, from vendors. Enchanting was right there. There's jewel crafting. And yeah, the whole shebang. But then it also adds these other tabs right here. So vendors, these are all of the vendor NPCs right here. Just kind of scroll through them all. Exactly where they're located and everything. Can click on it. That's the NPC right there. Total of 6 decor items. I have 1 out of the 6. So that's all the vendor NPCs. Professions shows you all of the profession decor items, and if you expand it, it's, you know, by every expansion as well. Whole lot right there. Click on it, it shows you exactly what it is. And then treasure list. So this is all with the decor treasure hunt quest that is in the Razorwind Shores or Founders Point town center. So this paired up with the first add-on I showed, the housing reps add-on, you pretty much have everything you need right there. But let's check out the next one. Now this next add-on has a lot of cool features to it that's not just housing, and that is called, it's called Tome of Teleportation. So the way to access it is you do have an icon that puts next to your minimap called Tome of Teleportation. You could just type /tele, T-E-L-E. Whoa, this doesn't look that appealing at all. But anyways, this is all of the teleports to everything around the world. So for example, Hearth, there's like 500 different hearthing toys. Well, my hearth goes to Dornegal. There's all that. Badlands. Oh, that's the teleport to the Uldaman Legacy of Tyr raid. Black Temple, I've got toys. Teleport me to Black Temple. The ones that are in red, you know, those are wearable items. Like the ring, the Kirin Tor ring that teleports you to Dalaran, Wrath of the Lich King. Borealis ring. Just click on it and it'll equip the ring if you have it. Delves, Draenor dungeons for all your dungeon portals, raid portals, everything. But the reason we're looking at this is for housing. Founders Point and Razorwind Shores, because I have a house on each Horde and Alliance house. But to make this kind of interface look prettier, in my opinion, we're going to right click Tome of Teleportation icon next to your minimap, and you can do scale, which would make this smaller. That's too small for me. We're going to put that back to 100. But height is kind of what makes it look a little nicer. 300%. There we go. That's easier to manage and just move around the screen. But I can also right click any of these. So I'm going to right click Founders Point, add to minimap button, menu. Now I will say, for some reason, you can add different things to your favorites. The housing teleport, adding to my favorites, is not doing anything. And I just tested it with other teleports and it was working, with the housing one it's not. So if anyone wants to comment why that is, that would be appreciated. But this is a cool add-on to teleport to your house easier and anything else. Now this final add-on is also another one that would be very useful, not just for housing, but we're of course going to show it in its housing application, and that is BTWQuests. BTWQuests. So BTWQuests has a range of add-ons, I guess plugin add-ons with it for the different expansions. So it puts a little marker on your minimap, and we're in Stormwind here for a reason, not my house. So if we click that marker and actually go back, you'll see the War Within, which it automatically downloads whatever the most recent expansion is. I've downloaded the Legion plugin because it's really nice with Legion Remix that's going on right now. And I downloaded the Cataclysm plugin. The Cataclysm plugin actually encompasses all of the classic quests as well. So no reason to download the classic plugin, just download the Cataclysm one. And it will show you all of the quest lines in every expansion. And the reason that this is useful is because there's a whole bunch of housing and decor items which are locked behind quests. And it just tells you, the typical Blizzard UI just tells you what quest is needed to complete it. You have no idea how to get to that quest unless you go on Wowhead or whatever. I'm at the Stormwind Quartermaster right here. I'm actually on an alt, so more items from this vendor are going to show up red than usual. But if we take an item like the Westfall Woven Basket, for example, this one is not red, but I do know off the top of my head the way to actually get this decor item is to complete a quest called You Have Our Thanks, which is a Westfall quest. Westfall Woven Basket, of course it's a Westfall quest. Anyways, go into BTWQuests and you'll want to load the add-on. It doesn't automatically load it unless you check auto load. I've already loaded both of these, which is why they're showing more quests right here. So you go to the search bar here. I can actually just go into the Cataclysm viewer right here to see the different zones. And just the search bar here, I'm going to type in You Have Our Thanks. And the quest actually shows up right there. Click it, and You Have Our Thanks is listed right there, and it shows you what quests you need to complete to actually get to the quest You Have Our Thanks to get this woven basket. So it starts off with Furlbro's Deed. As you see, I've obviously completed all of these. Yeah, so anyways, a very nice add-on for a whole bunch of different applications, but especially player housing and how to get the decor pieces from different vendors that require quests that are locked behind quest chains. And there you have it. Between these 5 add-ons and the other add-ons I mentioned in part 1 of this, which was plumber, ADT, and housing vendor, I don't remember the rest. I think there's actually a total of 4. But you can already start doing some really cool things with WoW housing. And this is really just scratching the surface. If you found this helpful, make sure to leave a like, and it really helps the channel out. And let me know in the comments which add-ons you're using the most, or if there's one I should cover in part 3. If you're new here and housing is your thing, consider subscribing, because I've got a lot more WoW housing guides, decor breakdowns, and add-on spotlights coming. But I'll see you all in the next video.